Lola Honey, I wanted to ask you a question for Parenting Academy. So the question is, how do you realize that you are giving your child trauma or intergenerational trauma? And how can you stop it from happening? Thank you very much. See you soon.
Wow. Hi, Mimi. That's a very difficult question, but it's also very, very important. I'll answer it briefly because it's a long answer that I have to give in to explain it, but I'll just give the brief answer. And then I think we will talk about it for sure during the Parenting Academy 10 on Saturday, August 31 at the Mind Museum. And I think people know that about that now. Okay, so you're asking, how do you realize that you're giving your child trauma? Okay, usually parents or we don't realize. That's why that's a very important question. We don't realize. We go from generation to generation doing the same thing and keeping the same behavior without knowing that we are already giving the children, our children, are in giving them trauma. And there are two important words that you mentioned, kasi trauma and intergenerational. No? So first, trauma. When we are traumatized, we're overwhelmed, and I'll explain that later. But anyway, when you have trauma, when a parent has trauma, and has not dealt with it, or represses it, suppresses it, and doesn't look at it and deal with it, it stays with the parent. So then the parent deals with the child, parents the child, and without knowing it, carrying the trauma affects the child. And that's been proven. No, even if she doesn't realize it, she doesn't really actively do it, she doesn't even know it, the child gets it. That's why intergenerational trauma is, to talk about it is very important. For example, very very dramatic examples are, for example, there's a suicide in the family of the lolo, and nobody talks about it. It's people are traumatized by it. The parents are traumatized because their parent, their father, the lolo, committed suicide, but it is kept a secret. So that's the secret of the family, but they carry it inside them. They have certain feelings, they have certain fears, they have certain emotions, very strong emotions about it, but these emotions are repressed and not talked about, not discussed, and the suicide is kept a secret, and they just continue to parent. What they don't know is that that trauma that they're keeping secret is affecting the child in some way which may not even be noticeable in the beginning. But maybe how does it appear? It could appear when it gets very intense. The feelings get very intense without knowing what's coming from them. The child acts out. Child starts to scream or to be very quiet, be depressed, or to start doing misbehaviors that are very, very noticeable, like not shouting at people or hurting another person, or just becoming like not talking, depressed, not eating, things like that may trigger or may signal that there's something wrong. So I think that's the only time that parents can become aware that there's something wrong, and sometimes they don't even know that what is wrong is what is coming from inside them, because they're keeping a very deep dark secret, and from generation to generation it goes on and on. But I can explain that better on Saturday. But that's a very, very important question, because that's what we will really talk about. No? Why do we have to talk about it? Because trauma, like even if, for example, historically, when the Jews were killed by the Nazis, the survivors of those who still live today carry the trauma, and they realize that they have given it, transmitted it to the next generation, and so on and so on. It could happen from many generations, generation to generation, and it may not appear right away, or it may not be triggered, or it may not be shown in whatever way in the family right away. But that's why you brought up a very, very important concept, very important thing, trauma and generational. We'll talk about that in detail on Saturday, August 31 at the Mind Museum. I hope people can come because it's a very important but not at all, almost not discussed factor that affects families from generation to generation. Thanks, Mimi, for that question. I'm so glad you brought it up. Thanks.